running out of time, Anub'arak. How far are we from the exit?
Not far. We have entered the Upper Kingdom. The exit should lead us to the base of the glacier itself. However, there are still hidden traps and pitfalls to account for.
Take cover! Arthas! The entire passage collapsed. There's no time to dig through this. I'll have to move quickly and find my own way out. Hopefully Anub'arak and the others survived.
Tread lightly. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
I'll be singed if I get too close to those flames.
Inventory is full.
Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally.
More than Nerubian's blasted mechanisms. I'll have to time this perfectly.
This is more like it. At last. Finally. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. Frostmourne hungers.
Another quake?
At last. This is more like it. Speak, fool. Finally. At last. Finally. At last.
Faithless hell.
What is it? Finally. At last. This is more like it. Now, Frostmourne. Speak, fool. At last. Frostmourne hunger. This is more like it.
I'll make sure you...
At last. This is more like it. Finally.
Now, Frostmourne.
At last.
Your pain shall be legendary.
This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. At last. Finally. This is more like it. At last. This is more like it. At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
I must find a way across this strange obstacle.
At last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers.
I'll make sure you suffer.
This is more like it.
Your pain shall be legendary.
Tread lightly. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Frostmourne hungers. At last. Finally. This is more like it. Finally. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers. Finally.
Anub'arak, you made it.
I see now why the Lich King chose you as his champion, Death Knight. Few men could have survived this labyrinth alone. Speak.
No one was me.
King, another earthquake. We must hurry, Death Knight. The living and the
Something's breaking through. Defensive positions!
by Nerub. Indubitably. I'll consume the living and the dead. Kinky. I'll see to it.
Tread lightly. Frostmourne hungers. This is
We're
more.
running out of time. We must find the exit. They're blocking the way to the exit. We'll have to fight our way through them to reach it.
What is it now? Frostmourne hungers. This is more like it.
Speak. I have heard the summons.
Tread lightly. Ah, at last. Speak, fool.
Speak. By Nerub.
No one orders me around.
I serve only the frozen throne. I'll consume the living and the dead.
Speak, fool. Frostmourne hungers. Ah, at last. Frostmourne hungers.
Now quickly, head through that door. The exit to the surface lies just beyond.
It'll be good to see the sun again.
Remember, Illidan and the true battle still await us in the world above. Hopefully our trek through the Dark Earth bought us the precious time we needed.